Alright, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. There's Porter. My pit changed on the hot water heater. It's about, what, I don't know, 12 years old. It's the older one. You can see down here. Got some water draining. So I just removed these, see the water draining. It's almost at the end of it. Right now, I removed these shock bites. And you just got to get a little tool. It's a 3/4 inch piece right here. All you do is you put this around the pipe, you push down real hard, and you've got to pull up kind of simultaneously to release this. The same thing over there. I already unscrewed this off the flute right here. It's going to turn that up to the side of the way like that. The side of the way. Down here, if you notice, I shut off the gas line. So that's off. When it's crossed the pipe like that, it's off. This is loosened up too, so I'm gonna take this up. This is supposed to be longer than that. It's supposed to be 6 to 8 inches off the ground. Not too sure what happened there, but I might correct that later on. Take this off and put it to the side. Use it for the next one. And it doesn't have to be any strong tighten. It has to be just hand tighten, because this is just for the overfill. Now on the top of here, I got these loosened up, so I'm gonna take these off. I'm gonna reuse these on the new hot water heater right here. Get my little channel locks around it. Get a good grip. And just turn these off. Just remember the orientation. This comes off the hot side, the other one comes off the cold side. So I can get this. Let me put this over there. Yeah, let's get this off of here right quick. Alright, so we got that one off. Let me clean that up a little bit. Got a little sediment inside there. Clean that up before I put it back in there. There you go. Get that out of there. I clean up a little bit more before we put that in there though, because there is a little bit. Let me get my screwdriver and do it. There we go. Okay, as long as that stuff is out of there, we're good to go. This one's already loosened up too, so I'm just going to turn this off real quick. Get that one off. Next thing is taking off the union down here. This is already loosened up, so I'm just going to back it off. Keep in mind the gas is off when it's crossed that way. Now that's separated. Now I'm just going to turn off this right here. Get a good after we take this off, we pretty much got the hot water heater removed. There's nothing else holding it in place. We can safely move that out the way. I'm going to slide it to the left. Put this water off here. Just make sure there's nothing in here. I don't think there's anything in there other than what's supposed to be in there. Get that out of the way. Pull this hot water heater out. the other one in.
Navon, you want to move the bucket of water? Did you want to mop it up first? Oh yeah, you got the mop?
Yeah. Slide that over. I got it.
You got it?
Yeah. Let it come towards me.
You want it to fall?
Yeah, it's gonna drag it across.
Do you want to mop it real quick, Daddy?
You want me to mop out under it first?
Yeah.
I can do that.
It can extend, I think.
That's good. Perfecto.
Navon, you might need the bucket.
You need the bucket. You gotta go under the staircase.
What? That can be ridiculous.
Yes, sir.
No, it's not enough space that way.
See? That's what you didn't do your push-ups.
Why don't you just back it on the way? Slide it to the side. Daddy?
Okay.
You can put the mop in that way and use your foot to...
The split?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, I know. You might need to see the light.
Yeah, just get it. Okay, I think that's good for that.
Okay, let me take it.
You got it. Can you get it over there? It's not that much water in it anyway. I'm gonna throw the hot water heater in. Kind of shimmy it right in there.
You need help?
Yeah, I got it. Just wanna. Same exact spot where the other one was. Looks like a boat. As it looks on the left side. Oh, there's nothing underneath it. Okay. I think that's just where the other one was too. Okay. Let me get this lined up and then see what we got. Put this little.
Can you see?
Kind of at a slight angle, but it's all good. I might have to bend that. Because see how that's like that? I might have to bend that straight with the wrench.
What thing is at an angle?
This is at a kind of cocked at an angle.
Oh, okay.
It's not a major thing. You just gotta give it a little tweak.
Want me to hold the thing while you bend it? Maybe use your hand to everyone stay there. Oh, just grab your hand and keep it like that.
I guess that's good enough right there. I guess they tightened it so tight that you couldn't go any further.
Did it move a little?
Yeah, it moved.
Okay.
Get it straight now.
Oh yeah.
It's just so the temperature pressure relief valve releases, the water just doesn't spray all over the place. What it does is divert the water down. That's supposed to be longer, like 6 to 8 inches from the ground, but it's not a major thing. They're gonna go along with the spot being right here. If I have to move it, I move it accordingly.
Okay. What do you need?
One thing I need is grab that bag.
This one?
Yeah, I just want to grab some some pipe dope out of there. I'm gonna grab me some. I got some pipe dope for the seal the pipe. You always gotta put some of this on there.
What is pipe dope? It's
so
like
what it does, liquid? It's like a paste. So what happens is when some people use Teflon, but you could use Teflon or pipe dope at the very end. But on the joints in the middle, you have to use pipe dope. You can't use Teflon on a black pipe.
You need gloves or you?
No, you need no gloves. Just kind of dress. Some people do both. Some people do Teflon and pipe dope. But I don't think you have to do both. Just have to do one or the other. Okay. As long as you got enough on there. Put on a nice and a generous amount. Screw this into here.
Am I gonna move your way? I want to see.
Make sure you don't cross thread nothing. I'm gonna try to get one more turn, one more complete revolution. So actually, I can't do it, so I gotta go back. It's not gonna go all the way around. Right there. Normally, if I could get one revolution, I'd go all the way around. But then, if you turn it too tight, you're gonna break this. It's still not gonna leak, but you just don't wanna. You don't wanna break. You don't wanna break that either.
Yeah.
So now, I'm gonna put some pipe dope on this one too. Or you can do Teflon tape, either or. Teflon tape. I got Teflon tape here. So this is what Teflon tape is right here. Typically, when you do Teflon tape, you want to go the direction you're going to be turning the fitting. So if I know I'm going to be turning it clockwise like this, I want to wrap it, and it's kind of tapered. So the most important part is on the top. I can use a couple of good wraps. Just like that. Now you just kind of pull it tight. So now when you screw that piece onto it, where I put it at up here.
You had two of them, right?
I got two. This one should be another one. I got this. I see this over there on the floor.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So this one here. So this one came off the hot side. It goes back on the hot side. Just kind of line it up straight. Make sure you don't cross thread it. It's most important you don't cross thread it, because then you have a bigger problem. Just gonna tighten this up pretty good. Get one more turn.
Oh, you know what? Can we move those filters?
Which ones?
On
that
the
box?
floor. Yeah, it's filters.
Yeah, we can move that.
Okay. Mimian, come here.
Okay, that's slugged up there.
Here, hold this.
You want to take that bucket filters out?
Yeah, just move it for right now, because I know the water's gonna keep leaking, so that's fine. But
So I can...
yeah, and we'll put those back later.
All right, no problem.
All right, thank you.
Now I'm gonna do some Teflon tape on the other side too. On this side here, do the same exact thing. Teflon, wrap it about a good amount of times. After 2 or 3 times, you got a pretty good cover, but it can't hurt to put a little bit more on it. Always do it.
And the Teflon just seals in the connection kind of
it keeps
thing?
It keeps a watertight seal. So when you turn the water on, the water doesn't come between the threads. It come all the way through. Same thing here. We're gonna.
That's the cold side.
Yeah, it's the cold side, correct? We want to make sure we get a good start here. Yep. wrench and so I can get a full revolution all the way around. Get this a little bit wide and get better grip. That's too wide. Let's get through that one. Okay, about right about there.
And when you did it, did you start it in a particular way so that it could end up back there?
No, I just tightened it up.
And stopped it right there. Okay.
I could probably keep tightening it more.
But the pipe is right there, so.
Because this is kind of tapered, it's going to stop right there. And the Teflon's going to stop it from leaking. So it don't have to be extremely tight. It just has to be like kind of water resistant, waterproof, I should say. So the water doesn't come out of there. Okay. Now, if you notice, I'm going to do all this before
I know, I was about to say it's higher than the thing.
Right, I want to lift that up.
Do you need me to help?
No, I got it. Just want to make sure everything's in the right location, which it does look like it's in the right location. I might just move this over a slight bit. I might just move this a little bit over here. Just to give it like that. Now this just comes up. That pretty much goes in like that. This one, same thing. I might slide that back just a tad bit. Notice I'm doing all this before I put the water in, because if you put water in here, you can't move it.
Yeah.
So this one here, I might have to cut this pipe and do it over. I'll see how much play I have here. I guess it's on. It is on.
No hard work required. Well,
I'll find out once I pressurize it.
Extra work.
Once I pressurize it, I know if it's leaking or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got it. In this one, this one you use the pipe putty kind of stuff, right?
Well, you don't have to use putty on this, because this is what they call a compression fitting. So it relies on metal to metal contact. Some people put pipe dope on it, but it's not necessary.
Okay.
Because it's
what was the stuff you put on there?
So right here,
that's
the pipe dope.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes you will see people put pipe dope on this, but theoretically you don't have to do it.
Okay. Is it because this is the gas line too?
This is a gas line, correct? Okay. You just gotta make sure it's snug. Like, what happens once you do all this, you can get a spray bottle from soapy water. You can spray it all the way around and make sure there's no leaks.
Oh, okay. And then if you see bubbles or something, then
you have to readdress the issue, correct? Yeah, some people, now there's another way people do it too. They get a little match.
That's risky.
No, this is the way you do it, though, because it's only a small.
I guess, like a leak.
Trust me, I done it for years.
I'd rather do a spray bottle.
I done it for years like that. If you see a lot of old timers, they use a match or a lighter to detect the leak that way. No. But because you don't hear the hissing or you don't smell it, if you hear hissing and you smell gas, obviously you're not going to light a match.
Yeah, that'd be too much.
So all you're doing, you're just going to see if there's like a little blue flame that comes around these joints. Then if it is, you just tighten up till it goes away.
Okay.
So you want a match?
I can do a match.
No, Nikayla, you not ready to be in action immediately if necessary?
No, not my house.
So I'm gonna open these valves and let some water come in.
This is how you pressurize it?
Yeah. So I'm gonna open this temperature pressure relief valve too. Get some of the air out of there. Okay. Because sometimes you put too much water in. You want to get some air out. You can feel the air coming out of here. So I open that pressure relief valve to let some of that water come out. Because right now, you notice I don't have it fully open all the way.
Yeah.
But it's just letting the tank fill up. Then once I'm done and I find there's no leaks, I put this loop back down. install that right on top of there.
How much water do you need to go inside for?
Well,
it
I wanted to keep running until I don't hear no more water running when I know it's full to the top.
Okay.
When I start seeing water come out of this thing here, then I know we're almost at the top of this.
Okay.
So right now we're just letting it fill up.
Oh, that's like, okay, I get how this works now. Okay.
So this is the cold water coming in right here. Coming into the tank, hot water coming out of the tank on this side. So what it does, it heats at the bottom, heat rises, the water come out of here.
Okay. What's that middle valve? Oh,
That's like a valve going, that's like a branch. So that's going somewhere else in the house. So this is probably going upstairs. Actually, it's going to this bathroom next behind us.
Oh, okay.
I can see where it's going now. It's going up and over. So that's the cold water, and this is the hot water. So you can see how it's coming off of here, the main, coming off to the bathroom, and then coming. The proper way to do this would probably put this on this. Well, no, I guess you can do either way. There's no right way or wrong way of doing it. But say if you didn't want to interrupt cold water over there, you put the valve on this side. But if you're going to shut off both, you can put it up here. So I guess it all depends on what you're trying to do.
Okay.
So as you hear it, it's starting to fill up a little bit. So once I start hearing it get close to the top, then I start shutting this off.
Okay.
And once it's full to the top and I know there's no leaks or nothing, I light the gas. The gas is the very last, well, the gas is on, but I like the pilot. That's the very last thing
to do.
That's the very last thing I do. I put 2 screws in here to screw these down. I might have to get a self-tapper.
No, that's not soapy water.
If there's soap in it, you can do it, yeah. So what I do is I just take this right here and I spray the valve, spray here, and spray here. And look for any bubbles. If I see any bubbles coming up, then I know I have a gas leak. But right now I don't see any bubbles, so it looks like we're doing pretty good.
And I know it says bang on it, but she put soapy water in there. So
It's a match.
no, it's one or the other.
Second confirmation.
But see, it's there's no bubbles. So if you've seen bubbles coming up, that means that union wouldn't be tight. You have to tighten it up more.
No
So
bubbles.
So you see a big bubble coming up, and then you spray it again. You see another bubble coming up, then you know you have a leak. But you always want to spray your valve, spray your union, and spray the fitting over here. It can't hurt to spray these, even though we didn't touch these. It can't hurt to spray those either because you always want to be sure.
Now I know how to change a boiler.
Do you?
Yeah.
Next time I'm
Missed
gonna.
the first 6
I just
minutes.
don't know how to drain it because I missed that part.
You missed the
Well, the
first 6
draining is
minutes.
just
Well,
get.
tune into his
Well, you go.
YouTube channel.
I think
And this poured.
well, if you had a floor
Quarter.
drain, you could let it go right on the floor.
External affairs.
External, yeah. But so far, it looks like things are working out pretty good. I don't see any issues so far. And I'm gonna put a screw here and a screw there just to hold that in place. Keep right here. I have my. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna close this because it's getting close to the top. And all you have to do is like open up the hot water in the bathroom. And you see the water coming out of there. Open that hot water valve in the bathroom. Just open that up. Then, and now on the top floors, you might see a small gurgling, but nothing major.
It's coming out of the bathroom.
Low pressure. Oh, this
He said low pressure.
low pressure.
It's coming out. So once you put water in it, you don't have to move the valve back.
No, because once it fills up all the way, then I open the valve completely, fully pressurize it.
Oh, okay.
And the reason why, like, I honestly I don't like shock bites, but since they were already on it, I just left them on there. And shock bites do work. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like them, like, cause like you know, I just have my feelings. I don't like them. So now we got it fully open now.
This is a fully open.
So everything is fully open. The only thing we didn't do is light the pilot. I gotta put one more screw on the other side of that.
Okay.
And then after that, we'll be ready to go. Should be a screw down here somewhere. I'll find it before I leave.
Right there.
That's it. Yeah, thank you very much. I put that screw on the other side. And the last thing I do is I light the pilot. Because right now we got it fully pressurized. We don't see any leaks so far, so we're doing pretty good. Which is it's a good thing. I'm gonna find that little slot. Actually, I'm trying to let me squeeze myself over here.
Got it.
Right. I think I got it right there. Just gotta get closer to it. Not as small as I used to be.
No, I was gonna say it's your belt.
I got it.
It wasn't you. You're Slim Daddy.
I'm slim?
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Big pot belly guy probably wouldn't fit through there. That's probably for sure.
Yeah.
Just gonna find that little screw hole and screw this down. It's always good to take your time because it's not a race. You're not in a race.
Mm-hmm.
And you can rush and do that and then find yourself in more trouble. So just take your time and do it right. A couple more turns and we're good.
We're doing a video.
Okay, so that's on there. I'm gonna squeeze myself back through, seeing where I came in. Okay, now here comes to light the pilot.
Got a little evidence of being a hard worker on your back.
Oh, that's okay. Now we'll go down here. We're gonna turn this to pilot mode. So we're gonna locate the arrow. See pilot right there? Keep it on pilot. We're gonna push it. Are we on pilot completely? This is supposed to push in. Wait a minute. Why is this thing not?
Got a defecto.
I don't know, because it's supposed to.
Can you turn it in any direction?
No, it doesn't. See, normally these things push in. Let's find out what's going on here first. That's just the sparker.
That's so interesting.
You
It
find
looks
out.
like your finger could go there, but
Let me just see how tight this is. The thing that got me is this thing is supposed to depress. Look like it's,
You can't put your thumb on the left side.
like it's already pushed in though. That's the problem. And you can't really turn it. Maybe if I just tap it, maybe it might come back out. Let's try this. This thing is supposed to have the spring action.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
It came out.
I don't know.
Does that make it mean that it's a little?
It's a little rough on the push. I don't know why it's like that. It could have been like when they were shipping it, they could have bounced down something.
Mm-hmm.
So this thing is supposed to be loose. We'll make it work.
Okay, you better call Home Depot. The button is
It's like
it's defecto.
all right. So we're gonna push this in. I'm gonna get it once the
No,
pilot lights. I can pull it out
Daddy
and turn it.
Daddy can work with it,
I
but
can work with it, but it's supposed to be kind of spongy. You're supposed to be able to push it in and then release.
you ain't know what to look for.
I'm gonna see if my pilot lights. Can't quite see down there, but
Oh, do you want me to turn the light off so you can see easier?
no, I'm just gonna get down a little bit lower and see what I see. Gonna move this back a little bit.
Make sure that stuff on top don't hit you.
I got you. Can't quite see it, but
What's wrong with the button?
no,
It
it
just
don't come out.
springs.
But
Like when you push it, it doesn't spring back out. You have to pull it out.
I'm just trying to see if I can see that little spot.
I'm gonna turn the light off so you can see.
Yeah, turn the light just a little bit so I can see if I can.
You want me to press it while you look, or you got it?
I can't see the window because the refrigerator's in the way. But let me do it this way. Hold on 1 second.
I have a mirror.
Not seeing nothing yet. We'll hold it down for a little bit longer and see. Sometimes it takes a while for the gas to get all the way down there too. The other way you could test it too, you can always pull this out and turn it and see if it engaged. So if say if this was out and I turned it, it doesn't even come all the way up. Why is it that it's not all the way out? This thing must have bounced. It must have bounced on something. Usually it comes out freely. It's telling me it's not all the way out.
Is that it or no?
See, it pushes in, but it feels like it's stiff.
Yeah,
It's supposed to,
like stuck
it's
even
supposed
more.
to depress and come out. Like it shouldn't be stuck. Like once you push it in, it's supposed to release right away. Which tells me something's. can't even see the. Usually you can see through the window, see if it's catching, but you can't really tell without really looking.
The viewers are gonna be like, "Who is holding the camera?" I'm like paying attention to what you're doing and not the recording.
It's the first time I've seen one of these do this.
When this happens, do you have to replace the whole
Well, you can
boiler,
always
or can you replace
you can
this
replace
one?
you could replace the this right here, the gas
Okay.
valve. But once it's on, it's going to be on. But the question is, how did this get like this?
Yes, not looking like it's working.
It's on pilot, and you should be able to press that in. Let's see something. Take a look and see what I see inside the window.
I was recording it.
I'm just gonna take a quick image with my camera and see what I see.
I see a spark.
I see it, yeah.
But, so maybe the gas isn't there yet?
Maybe this gotta be depressed all the way in.
Or hold it.
Well, you're supposed to hold it, yeah. I can see where the spark's supposed to be at.
You can't see and hold it at the same time. Oh, it's
see
lit?
The pilot lit right there?
Yeah.
So once that thermocouple heats up, then I can release this and turn it on.
What thermal?
So there's a thermocouple that's right where that blue flame is right there.
Mm-hmm.
And once I release this after like 30, 40 seconds, the thermocouple is going to send off enough milliamps to keep the gas valve open. Then I can turn it on.
You're holding the... What are you holding?
So I was holding this. So now I'm going to release that now. I got my blue light flashing.
Oh, okay.
So now it's a matter of just turning this to on.
Is it going to turn? That's the question.
That's the question. We're going to have to make it turn. Just to get you some.
And I see the thing flashing blue.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
That means it's on now.
That means it's on. That means the pilot's working. Now the question is, how do I turn this without causing more problems? Let me get my small screwdriver and try this. Cause all I got to do is turn it on, then you're good to go. All right, so we're gonna put it on. We're gonna put it to low to hot. We'll put it to hot. So let's try this and see if it turns. It's still not, I don't think it's out all the way. Typically, it's not this hard to do, you know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's too bad our old one's not like this one. There it goes. There's the spring. You can readjust it.
I don't know what.
There's spring right there.
The spring's there.
Mm-hmm.
Hope I didn't break off the.
Give me some light.
Sorry.
I can't see anything. Jesus.
Let's see how this thing works here. Let's put this back in here and see if we can get this to. That's not doing anything.
Was there another piece, you think?
No, it's not another piece.
It was only those two?
Just that.
It wasn't hooking onto anything. You gotta hold this.
I'm gonna have to take this apart and put it back. I don't have that screwdriver in here, so that's like a weird socket that takes these out. Let's see what we got here.
Wouldn't it need something else
Yeah,
on there? There needs to be something else for it to stay. right?
I think this is the piece that goes inside, but there should be a piece that's already inside here that goes onto this.
Oh, okay.
That's the problem. This thing.
You don't
must
think
have
it snapped off?
I think it did. I can't spin that. The only thing I could do is try to take this off and spin it from the inside. But if this cover's off.
We're okay with cold water for now.
Hold on a second. What's that? Let's see.
Can you speak on any preferences with the tank touching the ground versus it being on blocks?
It should be on blocks.
It should be.
You should have a plastic pan underneath there. You know those plastic pans, those drip pans? That's what should be under there. This thing.
And what is the benefit of that? Is that for
Well, normally what happens if you have
so
the
that
pan,
if it does leak,
it will go into the pan. Then the pan is supposed to be plumbed into a drain, but you don't actually have a drain, so you wouldn't be able to do it unless you pumped it into like a pump or something like that. Yeah, so this thing's everything's on the inside of this. You can't do nothing from the outside. I might have to see if I can get a screwdriver and take off the.
I have small tools that could possibly fit in that.
You don't think Daddy got the tools?
I got small ones.
I don't know if I have the. I don't
Tiny
think I have
ones.
the head for this. But this is one of those funny heads. I know I have it at work. I just don't have it with me.
Just curious. I'm like, all that sticking that thing was doing
It's
the
one of those security screwdrivers.
Be careful, your knife is still up. Ben.
Here, Shay, hold this. I'm gonna get the tools and see if it works in any way.
Let me see if I can take a picture of this and see what it looks like. I'm pretty sure it's one of those funny looking. It's almost like a torque. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's see if I can. Get a picture of it.
We need flash. I got it.
Some things.
Michaela's bringing out her baby toolkit.
Let's see what size head this thing would be. Well, I guess you could do it with a flat head.
They're sharp.
But it's
That
a
doesn't
torque.
look like anything.
A torque?
It's one of those torques. But it look like you might be able to do it with a flat head too.
You mean the small little?
Yeah, so it's a torque.
Those
it's a torque head.
I think I might have one of those in my room.
The one probably gets one for sure.
Yeah. Oh, he might have a variation of sizes too.
So wait, Daddy, you won't need.
I'll ask Nirvana.
But I could do it with a flat head too, because it has a flat head slot.
Hold this.
Okay. What happened to that light? Okay.
That is the light.
I'm sorry. Oops.
This is a learning experience. Got one out. There should be another one on the other side over here.
So, Daddy, none of these are here.
What you got? See, looking at?
Sorry.
You might have a torque over there.
It's not a torque.
That's a hook. It's a hook and pick set you got.
And then I have regular tools here.
I know you do.
Okay. Not what you're looking for.
No. So I think there's only one screw holding it down here. So let's see what happens when we do this. Let me just release the top to see what we got here. Alright, so I should be able to turn this manually now. Let's see if we can do this. Now that I got that, let's see if we can turn this. Yeah, I should be able to turn that manually, just very so gentle. Yeah, hold on. Look, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. It's actually on this board. That's all. It's all electronical. That's why. Yeah, we're looking at the wrong thing. So let's do it this way. I'll get my Phillips screwdriver and take off that right there. So you got the Phillips screwdriver right here, right?
Oh, check me out with a Phillips screwdriver.
The thing is, it's not a lot of space, but we're gonna make. Is that a? It's not. Maybe it's not a Phillips. Maybe it is a. Can you see what kind of head that is? Is that a Phillips or a flat?
Where?
Where my finger is right there.
Let me see.
It's kind of hard to see.
It looks like a regular. I'm sorry, I'm leaning on you for a second. Oh, a star shaped.
It's a star like Phillips. Oh, it's a torque. It's probably a torque.
Not four. It's a star.
It's a star. Like,
yes.
Like a Phillips.
What's the Phillips?
Phillips look like one of these.
Let me see. No, that's 4.
So,
it looked like it had more than that.
So it's a torque. Okay.
Yeah, it looked like a torque.
And I don't have none of my torques with me.
I think Navon might have torques. I might even have some.
I'm going to do the other one. I'm going to take a picture of it. This is definitely a learning experience.
Yeah, for all.
I'm going to at least try to get you some hot water before we leave.
You know, I've survived through the trenches.
Let's see what we got going on here. Let's see what this is.
Are you going to take a picture?
Yeah, I'm trying to snap a picture of it so I can at least...
Oh, sorry. Should at least have the light over there.
Looks like a torque, but...
Can you see it? Maybe you could do it again and I'll have the light away from it.
It looks different. It don't even look like a torque. What is that? We do another picture. I've never seen one. I gotta get a good angle. Let's see what this thing is. Still not getting it. It looks like a torque from the angle I'm looking at. If it is, then maybe I could turn it with a small screwdriver.
Are you able to turn it the other way and get a better...
Like where the wire is in the way, so it doesn't give you a whole lot of turn. I could try it this way too.
That's what I'm saying. Like maybe you'll get a
like
better.
This?
Yeah.
I can do that. That makes it easier.
See, what is that? It looks like a star, but I think it's a torque.
Yeah, it's a weird one. I don't know what that is. I want to try this small screwdriver and see if it turns it. Wasn't expecting that, but
this is absolutely not your fault. This is Home Depot's fault.
we're gonna figure out why. In worst case scenario, you could change this thing out.
Okay.
Or change
Good, as long as I don't have to like take the whole tank out and then bring it back and then bring another one. It's like that's what
I'm just telling you to give you a
discount.
A good discount.
Yeah, they better.
I think I can find my small. I have like a small screwdriver that might fit between those two grooves. Actually, this one here might do it. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
It's capable of doing that. Yeah, I don't know how that's in there. They probably put that in there so you can't take it out too.
Is that the button? I think that's it.
Yeah, but why is it not? Let's see if I can turn it from here. So if I was turning it, I'd be turning it this way.
So, mm-hmm.
It's not doing nothing on that side. Now I don't know the orientation of the. I can't turn that either. Let's do this.
Oh.
And that screw has to come out for this to come off, though.
He wasn't there, so I grabbed what I could find in terms of torque tools. Oh, you got it open.
Well, not the back piece.
Is this stuff that you could use or no?
Maybe, yeah. Yep.
I have a smaller one, I think, in my room.
These are.
So all this stuff is so friggin' so sensitive.
Let's put our old one back on.
You probably could use the old. Well, no, it's not set up for that.
It's a different.
Well, not you. No, you probably could. You have to drain the tank though, because that piece goes inside the tank. But it probably would fit on there. To be honest with you. I'm not gonna do all that.
Yeah, I'm like, dang. Because if we change this out again, we would have to like drain the tank and then put this piece on. Home Depot really.
Because it's some, they might have, it could be a defective one, but when you press it in, it's supposed to spring back out. It's not supposed to stay stuck in.
Was there another piece on the inside or no? There wasn't.
No, it's just this piece, the spring.
That don't make no sense. Because how was it sticking?
It's a small little rod that goes through.
And then what, the rod, you couldn't even see it from when you opened that up?
You can't see it from this side.
Oh, that's so odd.
But you know what, Daddy? I could see why if you was turning it, it wasn't doing anything. Because that's the extension of whatever it's supposed to press.
Correct.
So...
And I can't get that screw off.
I think that's that metal piece right there.
So what you're doing, you're pushing this piece in here.
I know, and I think that's touching this. I think.
No, it's just touching this right here. So see where my thumb is? Behind here is a little dial. That
turns it. Inside of that.
On the other side is a dial. Because it's all electronical. It's nothing manually. It's more like electronically. And the only thing is now, how would you get that to... It's gonna be very tough to do that.
I'm gonna leave these right here, just in case you need them.
Let me see something. Just want to take a look at something real quick.
Where the hell did we go? So putting Devon's bags back so he don't cuss me out.
He's gonna cuss you out.
I'm gonna cuss you out in a second.
He's not gonna cuss me out. I'm just gonna put it back.
Shut this flash off. That pilot timed out anyway. Let me see if I can get a small screwdriver. We'll take this, open this up. That's definitely not a, it's definitely not a, it's not even a torque. It looks like a different side. If I would have known to run to this, I would have got me my other two things.
Did you want to try this?
What's that?
Any one of those?
We could try one of these. Let's see.
I only have this extremely small one, and then
this one might work. We'll see. And it does. That one does work. That is a torque.
Sorry.
Take this thing off out of there. Let's see what we got going on here. Something else is holding this in place. All these little plastic pieces here.
Wow.
They got
They're
it.
doubling down on security.
They got it so you really can't. They probably don't. This is probably a non-serviceable part. That's why. Typically, you probably just change it out completely. You wouldn't work on this. Can't even get that piece to come out because it's going through this. Let's see what happens if we go like this.
Those are screws.
It's not a screw. It's just a. It's kind of wedged in. I see what they did. It's kind of forced in, so you just gotta kind of gingerly take it out. Let's pull this plug off and then take that out because I think the plug is at this point probably the only thing holding it. I'm not even sure how this thing releases on this side over here. That's the igniter, which is not a problem. This right here. Those are kind of soldered on there, so you really can't
Sorry.
You really can't separate the two of them. You could probably push it through, but you can't separate it. You really can't separate it. I can sort it on this piece here. How would you turn this if you can't get to the back of it?
You twist in between the pieces. It might be hard to get the angle.
Dax put on his electrician hat.
And how would you be able to know if what
Yeah.
you're doing is effective if the pilot's no longer lit?
Right, because you really can't.
So what you could be doing could be working, but it's just that.
Right. And I'm not going to try to mess with this thing too much because I don't know what orientation it's supposed to be in either.
Yeah.
I do have to come up. But Daddy, I brought you some treats.
You got some treats?
Yeah, obviously I know you're not going to be able to eat them at this moment, but I got you some healthy fruit snacks.
Yes.
Strawberry mango and strawberry fruit strips. And some treats.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna put it.
so there's two options they're probably going to want you to do. Either take the tank back to them or they're going to give you a new gas valve.
Okay.
But either way, taking it out is not a problem. I could take it out, but
With the tank?
yeah, I could take the tank out if they needed the whole tank, or if they're gonna give you the gas valve, we could just
Ask for the gas valve. I feel like that's easier, right?
yeah. Because if they give you the gas valve assembly, it's just a matter of taking this out and put a new pull on this out, put new. Actually, you don't have to even take this stuff out here. You could just
Right up this part right here.
yeah, because I think you could
Like
just
right
disconnect all that. The only thing you might have to take out is these two things here, these two probes.
I don't know how to do none of that. Maybe-
I'll do it if they get it. 'Cause
Did you want-
it might be a whole assembly they might give you too. They might give you this whole
Oh,
this whole assembly,
thing.
depending on how they do it. But this thing here, I don't know the orientation on it now because without looking at it and knowing
Yeah.
exactly which way it's supposed to be facing,
Mhm.
I know you're supposed to turn it left to open it up, but this is more electronical rather than mechanical. Like a
Because
tip,
do they have some mechanical ones there, or they were all electronic?
they're probably all like this.
I don't know.
They're probably all same way like this.
I just made sure that it was gas, natural gas, 40 gallons, right height. I seen electrical, but that's different,
The
right?
electric is different, because then you're gonna have the 220
Yeah.
to I wish there was an easier way to do this, but it's really not.
No, honestly, it's okay. We spent way too much money on this thing to have.
The path
Yeah.
functioning one, it need to be fully functioning.
If you're saying that, to change the whole tank out, we could do that.
Yeah, because it's not hard to change out the tank. I could change out the tank. It's not an issue. And I'd rather give you a whole new tank anyway
Yeah,
than give
then
you
it's a
a
big
half.
pieces of.
Because typically when you have that button,
And where's that water coming from?
where you see water.
From the side?
That's already there.
No, on the side of the. It's
Yeah,
right here.
I think that was already there.
Yeah, it was from when he took the pipe, disconnected the pipes.
Oh,
There was
okay.
some water still on the pipes and it was dripping down.
Okay.
And I don't
Well,
want to
then,
take
yeah.
this apart because then they're gonna be like, well, who took the whole thing apart? And
Yeah. No, it's fine.
I'm gonna put the screw back and put it back. Call them tomorrow and see what they say.
Okay.
And if I have to come back down here and then take it out, we'll just take it back out and do it all over again.
Okay.
Well, I think we know how to take it out, right?
Yeah, the most important thing is shutting off the water, shutting off the gas.
I don't know how to just shut off
So
the water.
I can know where the main water shut
I'm
off
not
is.
gonna lie, Daddy. You said keep the valve straight on the gassing. I never seen you turn it, so I was
So
like,
this is
In
on.
line, that's
When it's
open.
like that is on. When it's
We-
crossed like that is
okay.
on.
I know that much. Firefighter 101.
The ones that you
Well,
gotta
we
pay
don't
attention to is the oil burners. Well, you should have an oil burner because it's kind of opposite. So when the piston comes down, it's off. Then when it comes up, it's on. So when you're screwing it, usually the position you see it is usually already on. But then when you turn it down, that piston goes down and it shuts it off. So I'm gonna put this back.
Daddy, you still want it?
Oh, shut it off. It's up to you. Put this thing back together.
So it's just say tune in till tomorrow.
To the next
get
one,
on
we'll do another.
part 2 update.
We'll do a part 2 of the water
Installation.
heater from hell.
That's a good title.
I like it. How do I do?
We're gonna get that hot water. This is